And there we go, I think. Yep, looks like we're coming up. Oh, boy. Okay, welcome back, everybody. It's Dren608 Plays. Oh, I need to turn on my camera, don't I? Hang on. Here we are. Sorry about that. I have the camera covered. Welcome back, everybody. Dren608 Plays. This is Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough with the Librarian. Twofold attempt here to try and get the Jack of all trades achievement, which means level 1 in all 12 basic classes. So I'll be working on doing that. Then comes the other thing I'm trying to do with him is if I find as I find the books and everything, I'm trying to read out all the books. I may read some twice. If you see me miss any, either drop me a note in chat saying, hey, go back to, Cave XYZ, you missed that book. Or you can also, if you're watching this after the stream, leave me a note in the comments of YouTube so that I know that I missed something and maybe I can get it back. Now, once I leave the chapter, it's harder to get back to get things because things aren't always where they used to be. So, where we're at right now, we're about halfway to 5th level. I am a 1st level cleric of Ohgma with the Knowledge domain. It just made sense for quote unquote the Librarian. And then as he got under this Torel, he was like, wow, I really want to find out what it's all about, wanting to try and learn what all these things are. So the cleric was the obvious first choice that kind of fell upon him. Then it was like plants and animals, so that's druid. People dynamics, that's bard. And then magic, so that's wizard. So that's how I got to those 4 levels. Now the next thing, he's been watching like Karlach fight and Lae'zel fight and stuff. And so his next thought is that he's going to want to take one of the martial classes. I don't know if I'm going to go with Barbarian or with Fighter. I'm going to try and make sure that I have some time with Lae'zel in the party, so that when I make my choice, it's going to be like, yeah, there's these 2 fighting styles, and I think I like this one, that kind of thing. And then after that, 6th level will probably be, I'll make sure that I have Astarion in the party for a little while, and then it'll be like, ooh, I'd like to learn about the shady side of life and become a rogue. So there'll be rogue, fighter, and barbarian, and probably, I think that covers everybody that's in the party except for Will, which is a warlock. So I may go to warlock on 8th level, although I was thinking of possibly taking ranger in there just to get all those things out, and then finish off the last 4 levels with warlock, sorcerer, monk, and the last level is going to be paladin, because I'm sure that I'll screw up and break the oath. So I want to have the least amount of time to screw it up and break the oath. Okay. So we took care of... Gives you sort of a background there. We freed this idiot. We need to go... Yeah, we have to do this yet. But if I remember right, there's a bunch of stuff down at the basement here. We took out the Zentarum here in this basement. Cleaned all these guys out. Investigate the temple ruins. Return to Zevlar, which is the goblin camp. All these things I'm supposed to do. Gonna go try and take care of the basement here. This was where they had all their treasure and stuff, so we cleaned them all out. And now I'm gonna go down this elevator. We get a cutscene of us going down the elevator. Because there's stuff down here. There's stuff for me to pick up. And there's a couple of Minotaurs that I was thinking I might be able to take care of. Welcome, everybody. This is Dren608 Plays. This is the Librarian. Oh, what's wrong with my frames here? There we go. That was a little scary, sitting there in pure black. No.
Just when I was getting used to the sky again.
Long ride down.
Fear not, Karlach.
Is this
Sun,
the Underdark?
moon, and stars will still be there.
Dangerous place to
waiting
stop
for
goods,
us.
even for a Zent.
Meanwhile, this place is pretty spectacular, isn't it?
No book or painting could ever do its strange beauty justice. But perhaps our stories might, when we return to the surface.
Okay, there was stuff. So I've got a whole bunch of people with Hill Giant strength potions, so I'm trying to get as much done here. What are you doing? Stop it.
No traps, please.
Okay, so I've done the... Oh, there's a chest here. There's a chest here. Oh, I'm not very good. I really...
Past this.
Actually, before I do that, do I have a key? No, I don't. Okay. I'm gonna say, before I go and do lockpicks, do I have a key? Okay, I can give myself guidance. I have all sorts of people I can give out guidance here. Oh, I failed miserably. I failed miserably. How many inspiration? I only have 2 inspiration, so we'll use the Thieves' Tools. That's better. Failed miserably on that. Then again, I'm not a rogue. At least not yet. Okay, smoke powder bomb. Smoke powder bombs are good. Especially for a guy who's only first level everything.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back up here then. There's traps. I don't want to deal with traps. I just want stuff. I don't want to deal with traps. I just want stuff. So there's traps. This is a trap. Okay. This is where it's going to get dicey, because if I mess this up, everybody dies. See? Everybody going to die. Yep, everybody going to die. Well. Took lots of damage. Definitely should have brought Astarion along for this. Oh well. All that for 3 false lives and 2 speak with deads, which false lives I might use on myself, but the speak with deads, we have that little amulet that somebody can wear, so not really worth it. Something to sell. Nothing in this one. I should probably drink one of these. Okay. And I probably should drink a light healing potion. 2. Okay. Do I not have any magical... Let's see. I have a magical, but I don't have a magical hand weapon that I can use, can I? No, I haven't picked up anything I can really use. I mean, I could try to use that, but if I don't do damage, then I can go mad, so I don't want to be making saving throws in the middle of combat. Okay. Got dye in my pocket. And keys and paintings. And why do I have all this stuff? I need to go sell things. Yeah, but I don't have any, yeah, I don't see any, like, magical bases or flails. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have a better weapon that I should be using. Because sometimes you just kind of mosey along, especially with my wimpy little first level character. It's like, I don't do a lot. I don't know why it makes me stand on things. These tools, take those. Ah, alchemy stuff. Yay, alchemy stuff. Always like alchemy stuff. Okay, I need to turn the map, not bring up everybody. There we go. Welcome everybody. We're just looting the rest of the Zentarum basement. Do I have a key for this one?
God, what's happening?
Man, oh man, I'm terrible. I am terrible. Not succeeding on the first try at anything here down here in the Underdark. Okay. Open this. There's a rustic chest there, and when I go up there, I'm going to get in trouble because I'm going to have somebody telling me to come to them. It's going to be very, very scary. So I remember this, right? This is where it gets very, very scary. Here? Let's see if I can get one on the first try. Look, I got one on the first try, Ma. Some arrows, okay.
These fungal spores are everywhere.
Yeah. There we go.
Coming.
That voice. What was that?
They're coming. They're coming.
It's the mental trespass?
Careful. If we can hear it, perhaps it can hear us.
They're coming. You're coming.
Okay. Being a little obvious, of course we're coming. Do I need to talk to all these people? Should I talk to these people after what we've done? I probably should. See, we've checked all these out, right? Did I check all these out? I don't know. Nope, because there's booze there. Okay, there's stuff over there. I wish once you've gotten in a wooden crate, when you hit Alt, it would show you that you've checked it so you don't... It is pretty, isn't it? Isn't that pretty? Oh, these wonderful things. Okay, I've got a box over here. And there's these wonderful things down here. And there's that over here. There's stuff over here. How do I get over there? So I went out this way. Oh, look, there's a shovel.
I'll take that.
Always can use shovels. Librarian picked up one shovel. And then I checked all these crates when I came out here, right? Yes, I did. Yeah, because I went here, then I went here. I went there. Took a look at everything. So there's another passageway? Question mark. Kind of over here. Did I check that with her back there? I did not. There's apples. Oh, why do you make me do that? Oh, there be guys out there, huh? There be guys out there. So I'm not going down there anytime quickly. So if we group hided, come back. You gonna see me? Oh, I only have one second level spell. Wow. I guess I better hang on to that. Do I have any scrolls? How many scrolls do I have to throw out there? Not really. Witch bolt, I guess. Could haste Karlach, but I don't want to waste it on this. Huh, I don't see any real good, attacking stuff. Maybe I'll just use an arrow. Can I do that?
I need to concentrate.
Yeah, it's not worth casting that. She's not very good at this. But she's got 81 hit points.
Let's get this over with.
This is a second level spell. the second level spell. He's got 1 second level, 1 first level.
What's cooking?
All right, we're going to let
Fight. Let's go.
we're going to let Gale hold back.
Most excellent.
Because I want to use him maybe after
Where do I go from here?
they go.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Reckless Roar. Because the idea here is now I know which way he's coming. He's going to come up this way. So maybe if I drop...
This really isn't my forte. On my way.
No, I do not want to be moving down there.
Can't even catch my breath.
Okay. One lousy second level spell I have, huh? It's got 84 hit points. It's got 62 left.
Another step forward.
Talk to me.
What do I do with you, hon? You had a couple of second level spells. Missed him. Oh, girl. We're not doing well.
Let's go.
All right. Just broke my nut. How very rude. All right, let's start with her.
Yes.
God, she's missing.
Blood comes easy these days.
Huh. What else do I have in my command? I'm so screwed. I have nothing. Well, I do have Hill Giant Strength on. So why don't we try this?
Need to act fast.
Man, girl.
Mistra Rill.
Down to 17, but I've got another whole one to do.
The only way out is through.
Put him up. Now this is my happy place.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Very well. Creator, destroyer.
Well, let's just get some damage on him, shall we? What do we got him down to? Down to 40.
Got to focus.
heating up.
Damn.
May the dice roll in my favor. Never a dull moment.
Got one left. I'm going to give it to Shadowheart. Oh, not enough movement. Okay. Alright. He gets to whack us.
I won't give in. Don't waste a step. Let me recite their demise. In striking distance.
Critical miss. Wonderful.
Can't give up.
Ready for another round?
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Time to pack it in for the day, I think.
Yeah, I think we're going to
Open up.
open up a crate, grab a toadstool here.
I bet that'll fit my
We're
pack.
going to have to do a long rest. Because there's a bullet about to eat us if I go any farther. So maybe we don't go down there quite yet. Should we just go back to camp? I think we need to go back to camp. I'm out of spells. No way to refresh myself. We can do this just to say we did it.
Does wonders.
It doesn't help us,
Damn,
though.
it's good to be alive.
Does not help us. We are 1,500 away, it looks like. I actually should change these two out and then bring them back. I'll give them more experience points. Okay. Well, I think I need to put in a Lae'zel and a... Will anyway, don't they need to level up? I don't remember. Well, I definitely have to go back to camp because I'm out of spells completely. Which is really wasteful of these lovely Hill Giant strength potions that I used up. but I don't think I can move these guys. Yeah, they're still too big. They're still too big.
What to do?
I don't know. Can I pick it up? Nope. Even I can't pick them up with my hill giant strength. Okay. Do we want to be down here or upstairs? Does it really matter? Not really. All right. We need to go back to camp. We don't have a choice. Now I can't cast any spells, and Shadowheart can't cast any spells. That is an issue.
What path lies before me?
Oh, no, I'm going to
I
talk
need
to
a quick
Scratch.
word.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Has he brought me his ball? I think he has. I have to check. Do I have a ball? Do I have a ball? I do not see it. Okay. Notes from the arm dealer. Notes from a soothsayer. I think I've read all these. I think I've read all these. I can't remember what I read last week, folks. So I think I'm going to read these books again real quick just to be safe. Okay, let's read these books just in case I haven't read them. I think I've read this before, but let's just go through them again just to be safe. All right? It's part of the whole librarian thing. I want to make sure I read all the books. There came to me a woman, whom I shall henceforth call R, greatly distraught at the unusual tempers of her husband, whom I shall henceforth call B. 3 months prior he'd suffered night sweats, crying out from sleep that he bore the marks of chaos. 2 months prior he'd taken to calling himself by the name Sarevok. 1 month ago he'd speak of little else but the throne for which he is destined. I attended to B at the couple's farmhouse. He sat calmly at the table, an unknown book clutched to his chest. I detected no curse nor loathsome spirit upon him, nor the presence of magic. Yet upon shining the light of candle flame upon him, he raised the book high and exclaimed, "The deaths they bring shall awaken the Father, and through them he will rise." I snatched the book from his hand and flung it into the hearth, where it burned not in red or yellow flame, but pure black. It left but a single scrap reading, "He foresaw his coming death, and seeded his essence across the land." B shivered and sighed as if waking from a nightmare. He had no memory of the book, nor the words he had spoken. Diagnosis: unspecified neurotic enthrallment treatment. Herbal tincture of garlic and dray, sip thrice daily until exhaustion lifts. It sounds so much like a doctor. Oh, look. You're suffering from a major, terrible, horrible curse. Here, drink this. Call me in the morning. Now, this one I'm pretty sure we read last week. Nine Fingers. Here follows a report on the inroads upstart smuggler Enver Gortash has been making on the illicit arms trade in the Chenthar Valley, though inroads badly understates the case. Annexation would be more apt. The former black market leaders, the Knights of the Shield, and outside the city the Zentarum, have largely been supplanted by Gortash's operation. Illegal arms have never been a major component of the guild's business, but given his apparent ambitions, it would be unwise to assume that Gortash will stop there. He bears watching closely. Bursar Oktar. Notes from a soothsayer? Each chapter of this book details a unique case study in soothsayer Geraldine Haverlow's illustrious career. Its 23rd chapter is conspicuously dog-eared. The frightened noble and the ochre omen. Hereunder I have transcribed a conversation between myself and a young nobleman of my lifelong acquaintance. Typically, he came to me for guidance in matters of love and fortune, but his visit to me on one particular occasion stands out particularly in my mind. Himself. Madam, please, what I say to you is true. Myself. Perhaps you'd be so kind as to repeat it, for the record. Himself. The fellow I met was ochre of skin, with ears like an elf and the nose of a half-rotted corpse. Markings like those on a fawn's hide decorated his skin. Myself. I see. And what did he say as he approached you in the, what was it, misted glen upon your lands? Himself. The fellow, the creature. The man came to me slowly, a blade in his right hand. I was transfixed as though stricken stiff by some magic. He held the sword below my chin and asked me something I could not understand. I can see it now, the blade, silver as the moon, as a moon in a lake beneath my chin. Myself. Calm yourself, sir. You are quite safe. You say you could not understand what the fellow said? Himself. At first, no. No, at first I knew not what tongue he spoke, but he seemed to glean my confusion and tried in common instead. And he said, Tell me now, which plane is this? It was then I lost grasp of the ghost and fainted directly to the ground. Myself. And then? Himself. And then, when I woke, I know not how much later, he was gone, and I flew to you. Myself. I understand, child. Be not frightened, for you have been visited by a most auspicious omen. Your crops will yield twice their wealth this year. Himself. Truly? But who was he? Myself. He was a figment of your inner demon, a messenger from your deepest intuition. He came to inform you of your impending luck, and I tell you, it was so. Ta-da! The approachable east. Toxin recipe, Again, I would like to stress to any reader to only use these harmful solutions when absolutely necessary and never ever against another intelligent being. Recipe for 1 vial of simple toxin. Extracts needed. Suspension of bullywug trumpet. Sublimate of belladonna. Blow or waft sublimate over the suspension of bullywug trumpet. Make sure not to inhale. Close flask and shake vigorously. And don't forget, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Twice the same ingredient forms an extract excellent. Someone has scribbled an excited note in the margin. Bella, you've got to try this one, but be careful. These toxins are real nice, but they take a while to work. Bloke I used it on almost cut my head off after I nicked him. Worth it to see him choke to death on his own spit right after that attack, though. Brem, who we've sent along to talk to his victim about things. The True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebrook's Marl. I think I've read this. An excerpt from The True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebrook's Marl, a pulp serial following the, quote, real life, unquote, exploits of an interplanar ship's captain. The real Captain Marl is known never to have left her native Waterdeep and emerges from her rooms at the yawning portal only to exchange scrawled manuscripts for fresh meals and ink. It is quite a feeling to fall forever. Of course, fall doesn't exactly describe it, nor indeed does fly. Each patch of sky in the elemental plane of air is bound by no laws but its own, rendering petty attempts at direction or definition meaningless. It is exactly this ferocious freedom that makes a plunge through the eternal blue the only way I've learned to truly relax. You seem distracted, observed Eros, shouting to be heard over the howling wind. That the goblins could so easily pierce my inscrutable facade was no surprise to me, for she is a sage of considerable wisdom, and a lifelong friend to boot. I am, I acknowledged, expertly adjusting my posture to avoid a drifting Arakokra nest. Lord Primus was forewarned of my contract to infiltrate his mind palace, and I had to leave my entire crew on Mechanus just to escape alive. I could sense her frown beneath the bleached bone skull that eternally obscured her face. It was an affection of her monastic order, and just one of the many things I had never truly understood about her. All perished? Surely the traitor was among them. Perished? Oh no, I traded them. Lord Primus wished to study mortal mannerisms, and he was most forthcoming with the identity of my betrayer in return. I reached out across the divide and slipped from her finger the ring of command. With the loss of the magical item, she instantly ceased to fly and began to fall in earnest. A subtle distinction, but an important one. Her screams were already lost to the whipping wind by the time New Bride loomed into view. I climbed aboard, weighing the ring in my palm. Its exact twin was nestled upon my own finger, forged by Eros many moons ago as a symbol of our undying friendship. Worry not, dear reader, she is my friend still, and it is fully my intention to return and catch her, someday. And the approachable east, this is him. Yes, great dukes and duchesses, lords and ladies, and all who seek knowledge of the world, welcome. I have traveled far, seen much, and recorded all. My odyssey began in a humble tavern where I met a Rashami mercenary, an approachable fellow. He offered me a tale in exchange for a drink. I accepted and was soon wrapped as one ale became six. He told me the legends of his people, sharing their stories and culture. He told me of the lands he'd visited, from the Silver Marches to Kalimshan, from the Moonshade Isles to the Plains of Purple Dust. The more he spoke, the more I realized I'd never traveled farther than Baragost. I felt like a fly, spending my short life buzzing about a latrine, ignorant of everything I was missing. Well, no more. The next day I packed a bag and set out. Following the Shinthar east, I would travel to Rashomon, see this magnificent world, and document it all. Okay. I think that takes care of that. The books. All those can go into that one. I think that's about it. We're going to have to take a long rest. I'm thinking of swapping out my companions except for Shadowheart, because she's ahead on the experience points. I don't know if you guys know this, but this is how this kind of works. So, for instance, Karlach has needed to gain a level is 1509. She has 2291. I have 2351. So if I go do this, I'm going to go over here. I need to talk to everybody anyway, so talk to Lae'zel, see what she has to say.
Speak.
She's just going to speak at me, huh? Just going to speak at me, huh? Okay, I need you to join
The
me.
party's full. You'll need to make room.
Quit. And we will have her take Karlach's place. Now.
Good. Our victory is most certain.
See, now she's got 2351 experience points. Okay. And now if I go back and I get Karlach, let's show you how this shenanigans work. So if I go back and grab Karlach.
Soldier? No room in your party. What should I do? Excellent. Let's go.
See, now she's at 2351 instead of where she was before. So, if you look, she needs 1449, just like me. Now, Shadowheart only needs 1489, so I don't want to take her out because she's actually ahead of me on experience points. We can do the same thing with Gale, and I think I have to level up Will anyway, so I'm going to go over and grab Will and Astarion here. Let's get Astarions.
Need something?
Just join me.
Well, obviously I would. But you have so many followers already. Excellent.
Okay, so he's now caught up to us. Okay, I've been meaning to do this. Why do I ever carry around a smoke powder barrel? That's interesting. Maybe we should put that in camp. Along with that. Just to be safe. Oh, I definitely need to get rid of some of my food. That's ridiculous. Carry around way too much food there. Okay. So he didn't need to level up. Did I level everybody up with this? Have I been keeping everybody up to level 4? Alright, I need to go do this with Will too, so that he gets up to the gets the bonus from the experience points. Where's Will? Where's Will in this place? There's Gale. There's Withers. There's Will. So they all stay together. Okay, let's bring in Will.
Well met. I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space. Ready?
He doesn't level up either, so I have been keeping people up to date. Who do I want to take out next time? Let's see, we're going to be running around versus a Bullet. Bullet. Because there's some traders down at the Myconid village. We also have to go take care of a certain funny looking thing along the way. Do we all have alert? I don't. But alert. Karlach doesn't get alert. Will's got alert. Okay, we need to go get Karlach Han. give this to Lae'zel. And then we're going to swap out Lae'zel. Oh, actually, where's Gale? What's Gale carrying around? Gale's got some junk here. I'll send this to Will, I guess. And I gotta go talk to Lae'zel. And put Lae'zel in the team.
Speak. Make space, and my might is good. Our victor.
Okay. So I got the fighter, the cleric, the magic user, and the idiot. That's me. I am the idiot. Okay, end of the day. Let's see if I have to talk to anybody. Any exclamation points? I don't see any exclamation points. I could walk around and talk to everybody, see if anything's come up. Right? Should I double check?
Copper for your thoughts.
Oh, okay, we get a little bit more context here. You and Mizora seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle.
Yep.
Her by choice. Me by force.
Where are we at?
In the
57
grand
minutes.
scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose.
Welcome,
I'm
welcome.
sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
This is Dren608 Plays. This is the Librarian playthrough where I'm trying to get level 1 in all the classes. And I am reading out all the books as quote-unquote the Librarian. That's kind of the point of it. You think she'll come after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
Okay. Alright. So that was interesting. Do we get to find out more stuff about everybody? Come over and talk to this boy.
Need something?
How does someone become a... Yeah, I'm
It's
curious
simple.
as hell.
Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire.
In theory.
People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen.
Okay. That was interesting. Talk to my girlfriend. Should we go do the girlfriend thing?
So, that's what people mean when they talk about butterflies in their stomach. Did you want something?
Okay, I'm really confused. We'll talk about it.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
How are you faring?
Always good when I'm with you.
Okay. Okay, I don't understand. What is my approval rating with her? High 47? Medium 39. Neutral 12. She's already at 47. I don't know what I did to get her to like what I did so much. I did some stuff that she really, really liked. Alright, we're gonna go check on... I don't think Lae'zel's got anything more to say. And then all you have to do is go check on the two wizards.
Speak.
I don't need to... I know what happens if we don't find a cure. It's been explained to me in great detail by at least 2 people, possibly 4. So let's quit talking about it. Let me ask other questions. Alright, I should probably get this over with.
Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist. Brave as Baldur and stubborn as a deep Rothay. Daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with Father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance.
This is where you can trigger some love interests. I think it's this one and or this one. I don't know.
Yes and no. Father taught me the 4 pillars of power. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. He reckoned I'd follow in his footsteps. First as a fist marshal, then as a duke. Vanquish evil, maintain order, save the world. But a duke makes bedfellows with more monsters than he slays. Father called it diplomacy. I called it hypocrisy. In the frontiers, there is no posturing, no diplomacy. I slay monsters. I don't consort with them. Even if I might look like one.
All right. That's enough of that. Do I need to talk to this twit?
How can I help?
Okay. Let's just go to sleep. And where's my little campfire? Alright, I think I've talked to everybody. I didn't really find anything cute. Okay, I gotta go cast my spells.
Seems like the best way.
He's up here. Will's up here. Will's up here. Will's up here. I gotta do something about Will's equipment. Oh god, he's got terrible weapons. He has no ranged weapons at all. Don't we have a regular crossbow somewhere? Light crossbow. Here, dude, you need to have one of those. Stop. Give him a light crossbow. What's wrong with you? And he has a rapier. Oh god, he has no real weapons. That's, don't think he's proficient with that. Not proficient with martial weapons. How can you be the Blade of Frontiers and not be proficient with martial weapons? Okay. That's just so very odd. Okay, I don't have any weapons to muck about with. This is bad, guys. I have nothing to put on Will. Will is very, very vulnerable. Much more vulnerable than a warlock should be. I don't know what to do. I don't really have good armor for him. But we can maybe change the color of that stupid armor of his. Where are my dyes? Didn't I have dyes? Could have sworn I had dyes in my inventory before. Oh, because I don't have things sorted correctly. Wonder I can't find anything. Okay, he can... Let's see if we can't... That's a little better. That's a little better. Not much. A little better. We gotta find him some weapons. Okay, I was gonna cast a spell on him.
Looking ahead.
Right, he needs to have Longstrider. And then, just in case I want to swap Gale in quickly, I'm going to throw Longstrider on him. And I got to come down and cast stuff on the girls. I got to talk to the Karlach. Okay.
Always at your side.
You know, I've been catching myself smiling more lately. I think that's your fault.
I just wanted to cast a spell on you, honey. Don't really want to talk to you, but that was nice of you to say. I don't know why you would say that. I'm totally oblivious. Okay, I have to cast it on myself? Oh, I didn't want to cast guidance on her. What the fuck? I am like the absent-minded professor. Can't remember to do what I'm supposed to do. Now I need to go talk to Karlach. Gotta go talk to my Karlach. What's going on with my Karlach? What's up, girl?
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target.
You afraid it will overload your engine?
Nah, it'll be fine. Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens.
Okay.
Fuck yes. Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
Okay. I still need to cast this on you in case I need to swap you in real fast. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna take these people and see if we can actually take on the... Oh, I've got to talk to Scratch. Is this the ball? Is this the ball, Scratch? Do you have a ball for me?
The dog holds a well-chewed ball in
Oh,
his
he
mouth.
does. Hand that over.
All right. It's only fair that you enjoy it too. But if you feel like throwing it, I wouldn't mind that at all.
That in? We're gonna play fetch before we go running around in the Underdark. Yay! We got the ball! Now we just have to get your friend. Which we will do at the Goblin Camp. Okay. I have received Scratch's ball. And now I will go into my inventory. And I will find Scratch's ball. And I will throw Scratch's ball. Up there where she can see it. And I will throw Scratch's ball. Right by her. Because she likes him anyway. Okay. Alright, that's enough of me playing fetch with the dog. I should get back to doing what you guys really want to see me do, right? Let's go back to where we were. Because we're going to have to fight a bullet. It's going to be hard. I think the bullet's where we have to go. She can't see.
The way you paint around your eyes, they look permanently cloaked in shadow.
Blackest will be done.
It brings me closer to Lady Shah. One day, all of our eyes will feast on her endless darkness. Besides, I think it suits my bone structure.
And yet your bed pillow bears barely a smudge.
Never a dull moment.
You are a woman of many talents.
Huh. We don't have a light source down here. For any of us. Do we? Well, I have the light cantrip, but it's concentration, isn't it? No? Only affects one target at a time.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Let's get going.
I hadn't thought about that. I really don't have light sources. Huh. Do we have any dark vision scrolls? No, I want to go here. Scrolls? Oh, I have one of these. Act of the chain means you can pull in a critter. He can call forth a critter if he so desires. Oh, let's get an imp. Because I can call a closet, can't I? Haven't I learned a spell? Or is it not in my... It's in my spell book, isn't it? KK. Yeah. Oh, I could actually have that many first level spells? Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. Okay. I should probably have the closet out too.
On my way.
We're looking to get some, like, padded +2 armor.
What's in here? More for me.
Should we get this over with?
Oh, shit-pilling toe-rag! Never summon shovel, never feed shovel, now call shovel!
You recognize the tiny fiend, a quasit. Wicked creatures, often used as familiars.
Wait, you're not Illy? The blacksmith, the teacher, the grocer, the baker, little piggies to the butcher. So, you're Shovel's master now. Fine.
It's silly you mentioned it.
Master Illy, wonderful. He tricks them, heals them, then they die. So sudden, so mysterious. Shovel comes, Shovel takes them, then we raise them, make them walk. Necromancer, your kind call him. Fun, I call him.
What happened to him?
No, don't care. Wait, are you horny for the book? Illy never shuts up. Book this, book that.
Is that the way we...
Good with tongue. Good at cutting them out, too. Tell you secret. Illy weak. Illy never finish book. But Master can do it. Read book, conquer book. Yes.
Not until I have 4 inspiration and a whole lot of time to reload saves. Shovel?
See? Tell you truth, Beefy. Trust me. Always. Always.
Oh, I can't change his name. So we're going to have Shovel be Shovel this time around. Alright, forward we go. Shovel? I know you can do this.
Alright, what now?
I should get knocked off my feet in just a second here, I think.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Swarming Toadstool. Rogue's Morsel.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Chasm Creeper, something new. There's another Minotaur? I thought there was only 2. Is he already dead? He's already dead. Never mind. Never mind.
I'm ready. Better take that.
You don't want to be
No
her.
time to rest. Might be useful.
Okay. Viridian Crystal.
That wasn't a bullet, was it?
Yes, it was. It's coming to eat
Breathe
us.
deep and move.
And I need to drink a potion. There is a potion that I have one of. Yes. I needed to drink that.
Shame to lose you forever.
Yes. Do keep your wits, Shadowheart. Should a dagger suddenly slice your neck, we may never know who's to blame.
What's inside? Hells. Curious. Not a chance I'll fit in there.
A rocky crevice, huh? Interesting. And that's the thing up there that burns people alive. Been in there. I haven't been in there. Is there a way for me to get up there? I don't think I can jump that high. Right? There is a way to get up there, but I have to go around somehow. And I do have the rocky crevice that I could get into if I had somebody that could, like, polymorph. Or be very, very small. Like, maybe you. Can you go into a rocky crevice? So I can get in here with my closet, but I can't do anything with my closet. Because he can't take stuff. Because he's not allowed to take stuff. Yeah, so he can't open anything or whatever. Okay. Okay. Can he turn on the lights? He's not allowed to interact with the candles? Interesting. So he can move stuff. Interesting. I can move stuff with him. Right, there's a crevice down here somewhere.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Huh. Well,
My feet.
You don't have him anymore. I don't want that. No, it's just false.
Anything of use?
Crushed body. Okay, I'm wandering off from my friends. Why can't I come back over here? Should not be wandering off from my friends. I can't teleport to where he is. Can Lae'zel jump up there?
Action, not reaction.
I don't think she can. Maybe if she took a potion of glorious melting.
have to be a lot smaller to squeeze in there.
Okay. Do we have a potion of glorious vaulting? That's the other question. I don't believe we have one yet. No, we do not. Okay, so that answers that question. And then for him...
Can't give up now.
Nope. Elixirs, potions. Oh, potion of glorious vaulting. I can actually make one. Alright, let's make one. And then we're gonna give it to Lae'zel.
Action, not reaction.
Let's see if it works.
I know what to do.
Okay, so she got in. Now we can do the sneaky sneak.
Objective noted.
Come over here and see the closet. We find the waypoint officially.
What lies within?
Okay. I'll pick that up and give it to the librarian here in a second.
Consider me intrigued. I will take my pick.
Why are you not letting me grab the cup? Goblet or whatever it is. Okay. Throw up sack, which probably has rotten food in it. Thanks. Where's the gold piece? Okay, so I can actually jump everybody in here if I need to. Okay. Out here there was like an oil barrel. Yep. It's a rapier, but it's not worth a damn kind of rapier. Now these are locked things, right? That one's locked. I think I'm gonna need Astarion for that. Oh dear. Okay, turn on all the lights.
Nothing inside.
Yeah, I know. That's why you're turning on all the lights, because there's nothing inside. Nobody here at all. That's why all the lights are on. There's nobody here, honest. We're all alone. There's nobody here. There's gotta be a way to turn that off. But I don't know what it is.
Eager for battle.
Oh, stop. The book? No, that's just cutting board. Ugly food. Ugly food. Not the kind I want to take with me. So I'm really confused. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, there's a great sword for me to grab. Oh, there's a helmet over here. There's a torch over here. There's a book here for me to give to the librarian to read to. There's a Leva Kunk. I think it just opens the gate. It doesn't turn it off, does it? Yeah, it just opens the gate. It doesn't turn it off. I've never figured out how to turn it off. Does anybody know how to turn it off? Chat? Chat? Anybody know how to turn it off? Other than just break it? I mean, I know you can just attack it. You know, like this. It's a moonstone. I'd rather have the moonstone rather than attack it. Doesn't do a dang thing to her. Okay. And these things out here are like lenses, and they kill things. I'm really interested now. There's a boulette and a spectator to take care of. It's my time. Hour 41 minutes. Okay, let's go.
At least things have stayed interesting. How much farther can I go?
Oh, lots farther. You haven't used any spells at all, dude. Or any of your inspiration or anything.
Don't give me trouble now.
Oh my goodness. That's right. I need Astarion for these. All right, we're not going to waste our time here. We're going to jump back to camp. Hold down the fort, Lazel. You go find Astarion. Where is he?
Yes. Perhaps if you lost a follower or two. Excellent. So, you and Lazel. Seems tense.
Please don't remind me. But keep your guard up with her.
Note. How delicious. Easy.
No, it's not. It's a 20. She's going to give you guidance. Yeah, bardic inspiration. And we still failed. Oh my god. Wow, this is that day to roll the critical failures, I guess.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Where's guidance?
With haste. That's curious.
Can't remember if there's any traps up here.
Watch how you go.
Yes.
There's a trap.
Okay. Alright, let's have
Keep a blade close.
let's have the expert do the work.
I'll just help myself. Should be easy.
That's for paladins. But not the camp. We don't need to be carrying that about. And this one, 40 weight for one. Well, we could pick it up and put it in camp, and that would let us have a chest in the thing. We'll do that. Pick that up, Astarion. Now send that to camp right away. So we use that as another container for like holding my books instead of other stuff.
What have we here?
Okay, you need to go in here. And you need to take care of this. Thought I said disarm.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Careful, I might.
Hey, he did it.
Let's crack it open.
Lots of thieves tools so I can fail a few times. Luminous armor, that goes on my girlfriend. Okay, we've taken everything in here. So, we can group ourselves back together.
No, never mind.
And then we have to go back to camp. And I need to go find... Will is up here.
Need to find a way forward.
Well met. Sorry, but there's no room for me. I like...
Okay. All right, do we want to go take care of the,
Every moment a new danger. I may have underestimated this Faerun.
You don't know the half of it. With a bit of luck, we'll meet a beholder.
So it didn't stay with him. That's interesting. When you dropped him off at camp, it didn't stay with him. So maybe they fixed that bug. Used to keep your,
What's this now?
They used to keep your familiars around.
My mind and, well, in it.
But they didn't this time. Okay.
These boots have seen everything.
We can go upstairs and do shenanigans up there. If we want. So I can sneak into the goblin camp from down here. Oh, I can do so many terrible things. Not the least of which is to come climb out a window. But I have to take care of that first.
Think you can take me on?
It's a petrified drow? How do I get down there? Oh.
No time to dally.
That's kind of important here.
Still breathing, despite everything. At the ready.
Oh no, I was gonna go down these things here. Because there's a petrified drow here. There's a petrified drow here. And there's a petrified drow there. We're about ready to walk into the what's his name's. Let's be a this. Because I don't know if I'm good enough to do this. And we are going to have Lae'zel lead with her sword out. She shouldn't be surprised. Here he is. Hello, Spectator. It's a kind of beholder, not a full-on one. I think it only has four eye stalks instead of 8. And we all get to go before it.
No holding back.
How many hit points does it have? 118 hit points. Oh my lord.
Might will prevail.
Time to strike.
Well, so much for peace.
I don't know what I can cast on this thing. Other than we could throw a darkness arrow out there to mess with it. I could use this on Lae'zel. What do I got for spells, folks? What I've got here. Apparitions, Celestials, Elementals, Fae Fiends, and Undead. Okay, so if I cast this... Okay. I'm gonna throw this on Lae'zel. And I can't do a lot else right now, so I can go here. And then I'm going to give her an inspiration. I think I'm done. Yes, you do, dear, but I don't know what to do with you. I'm not going to do much damage to it.
Victory awaits.
She's surprised. She doesn't have alert. I gave her the other thing. Ah, jeez. I thought I gave her alert. This is bad. This is very bad. Very, very bad. Very, very, very bad. What have you got, hun? You don't really have any good attack spells. So, off to the scrolls we go. Does she have anything that she can toss out there? Nope. I don't really have a lot of good scrolls here for fighting. Well, I think... time for us to potion up. Oh, she jumped. That's right, she jumped. She only got a 50-50 shot.
Fall, damn you.
And she missed.
On the victor's path.
I don't think we're gonna make it. Who's surprised? She's dead. Okay.
I need to find a way forward. Don't bleed out on me.
Oh, he's Drow, isn't he?
Forever dauntless.
Two? Are you kidding me? Two?
2 steps at a time.
What the hell that is? What? She shouldn't be dead.
Got to concentrate. Heading there. I will ascend. You bow or you break.
Bad. Got him down to 33. Unfortunately, there's nobody left.
Got to keep fighting.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Ready.
No holding back.
Time to strike. Victory awaits.
Dust on my tongue. I offer to parley, and he brings a spectator. Twit. Quite ruined my
Indolence breeds madness. Proceeding.
Oh, fuck you.
Defender of the people. Best foot forward. A
helpful hand.
Blackets will be done. An efficient path. That's curious.
Where'd the guy go that was down here? There was a guy standing down here.
This'll do.
Did he unpetrified? Where did he go? Should be another. There he is. Oh, making noise. Okay. Pride
of the gate. One move ahead.
A long way to go still.
I'm the Librarian. You're welcome for the rescue.
Rescue? Helpless babes are rescued. I allowed you to assist me. I am Dawn, third son of House Bartol, first rank evoker, and initiate of Graven Hollows. Oh. Oh no, no, my dear dark gods below, no!
A memory shard. A container onto which brief mental impressions are projected and stored for years at a time.
How interesting. Seems like you've been frozen like that for a while.
Far longer than I realized. Then my enemies have already found the forge. Which bastard stole my glory? Zargrim? Philro?
What forge?
The adamantine forge. If it had been found, the name would ring throughout the Underdark. Unless... Huh. Ha! The fools must have turned back, or, better yet, died in the search. Good. If they had just surrendered their research to me, we might have found the forge together. But no, they hoarded their knowledge, left each of us clinging to scraps. I had the good sense to lock mine away in the shard. And now I can claim the forge alone. Bold of you to ask. The others knew of the forge's defenses, its operation, but I know where to find it. The rest I can figure out with time. Now I am the only one searching. Or almost the only one. You proved your power in freeing me, but I need no more rivals. Try to take this as a compliment, yes?
Can't afford to let up. Focus, strike true.
She missed. Girl? Drive me to drinking.
No choice but to keep going.
The blade will not bend.
Damn, you're not very good at all.
I know just what to do.
Come on, can't stay idle.
$10.35. It won't work because they're elves. They're freaking elves.
My faith will protect me.
Only the closet hit him. Only the closet could hit him.
Taste my fury.
He has 5 left.
Bleed for me.
This is my time.
My goodness. Only the closet can kill him. Will and Shadowheart are like useless. Those things explode. See? Told you. They explode. Told you they explode. Alright, this guy.
Have a look.
This is stuff that Lizelle can carry. We have to fight a bullet yet.
One day I'll catch a break.
Come on.
Enough waiting. I crave grave blood.
How can you miss a statue?
To battle.
Okay, we're gonna take these guys out. What's my time? A little over 2 hours. I guess we won't fight the bullet this time. Oh my god.
Objective noted.
How can you miss that? That's insane. She misses an inanimate object. I've got to read some stuff for you guys yet. It looks like I have some books to read. No one else has picked up any books. The memory shard, okay. Where were we? Oh. You were having fun beating on this. Okay. Now we've done all that. We gotta shoot this thing. And we gotta take these out. Okay, now we've taken all the people. Have not taken the backpack.
I've got a long road ahead.
I need to shoot that.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Excuse me. Huh. I guess I broke the backpack, huh? Dragon egg mushroom. Okay, I need to get some boxes, it looks like, to put over this vent. Is there another vent down here? Yeah, I need like 2 or 3 boxes, Lazo.
Indolence breeds madness.
So let's go get some boxes.
Positioning.
Found and
been taken.
I wonder what the next move is.
The next move is for you to come down here. Come on,
Let's
Shadowheart.
try this way.
Why can't I just drop it? There it is.
Worth grabbing. Looks like a trap there.
It's a trap.
Let's move.
You're the closest thing I've got to a trap disarmer. Get down here, boy. Get down here, boyfriend. Oh, it's just a vent. Why can't I find my water? Where is our water? I know somebody has water.
My faith protects me. It shall be done.
Lazel's by other boxes.
Without delay.
They need a box, Lazel.
Securing.
can't afford to stay idle. Onward then.
If I do this right, I can have a setup for next time. That's what I'm trying to get to, guys. There's a... There we go. Well, group up on Shadowheart. And then we're all going to take a short rest.
Rested enough. Now,
Gives us all our full hit points. We don't have all of our spells, mind you. I can get back
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
one of my first level spells. Will should have his spells back. Okay, so we probably kind of, sort of, maybe are ready to take on the bullet. Maybe kind of, sort of. Maybe kind of, sort of.
Will with a Y.
Oh, I love this. I think this is hilarious.
Why? That's right.
But why?
Why? A great uncle to name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
Maybe I need more pockets. Step carefully. There's a trap.
Yeah, I know. And we're not going to spring it because I set it up. Alright, so we go down here and start wandering around. We should run into the bullet. Over here, you can come over here and get stuff by jumping over here to get, I think there's something down here. You get something out of this. Cracked rock. Some kind of Underdark thing. I'm trying to get to the infamous sword in the stone thing, which is like over here, I think, somewhere or something. And we've got to deal with the bullet. Once we deal with the bullet, then we can get down. That's the tower, I think. I think that's the tower over there. And back the way we came was the Myconid thing. So we got several things to do. We've got the outpost here, and this is the basement. If you go back up this way and come down, you'll get to the Myconid colony up here. And then down here is this other thing. So I'm thinking that I'm going to come down this way and just cut up north as best I can. I'm not going to go to the tower. I want to get to the Myconid colony because they have traders there, and I can get rid of this junk, so I'm not so overburdened. So I'm going to try to go up north here and get to that next time. All right? What's my time? 2 hours and 30 minutes. Do we want to try and get there? I think we'll stop here. Oh, I have to read some books. That's what I have to do. I do have some books to read. Yes. So we've got a faded logbook. Most of this small logbook is left empty. The last entry reads, Log 182. I was wrong. Should have paid more attention to the Drow sightings. Should have known they were only a prelude. Stupid to think we had outsmarted them. This will be my last entry. Minthy will keep the records from now on. Oh, I missed one. There should be... Yes, the Journal of High Initiate Jairus. I forgot. There are other books down here I don't remember. Does anybody else have books? Gotta make sure I got all the books here. I'm sorry, guys. I usually give them to the librarian right away, and then they all show up together, but I didn't this time. Alright, Journal of the High Initiate Jairus. It always felt vainglorious to think my deeds worthy of personal journal. But as I watch the Drow mass outside our gate, I realize my arrogance is already of a far costlier sort. I see no harm in tipping the scales a little further. Not for me, but for those who followed me down into the dark. They deserve to be remembered. Initiate Norn Rimus, lost in the deep tunnels as we fell back from the Drow. Initiate Thulk of the Northern Waste, grazed by an arrow and succumbed to poison. Initiate Bree Brecco, who stood against a Drider with only her mason's hammer. And initiates they are, the entire company, for they have seen and suffered too much to be called novices. We've collapsed the tunnel behind and have made ready to open the gate. Perhaps we can carve a path through, and if not, I enclose a list of names. Let the annals show that whatever their end, the cause was the same. One High Initiate Jarus wished to stamp his name in the history of his church. He sought to forge a path through the darkness, not realizing there are some places the light was never meant to touch. He was a fool. That he was. In Search of the Night Song. Dun dun dun! Fascinating that such a seemingly valuable object has proven so difficult to track down. Indeed, treasure hunters the realm over have traveled to the Sword Coast with one goal in mind, to find the Night Song. Yet each by each they have failed, indicating dead ends, rebuffs, or else disappearing altogether. My latest inquiry was with a half-orc named Grayley, who insisted he'd come as close as possible to the relic as one may go without forfeiting his or her life. He indicated that the object is not, as most reports indicate, in the Selunte fort adjacent to the river Chyanthar. It is in fact held in an old Sharon fortress somewhere in the environs of Moonrise Towers. However, Grayley reported that some kind of potent shadow prevents one from approaching where this fortress might be. Dun dun dun, updated the journal. And we're only 1,000 away from getting up some more experience points. So maybe we'll get to 5th level here pretty quick next time. And we'll get to level up. I get to show you all to level up all these guys. Yeah, Black and Jade is a little better there on Will than that ugly color it was before. I definitely am going to have to get him into some better equipment. I didn't realize how poorly I have people equipped. I've just kind of been rolling along. Now, I've had her using Spell Thief, which makes no sense. Especially when I have Giant Breaker. What does that do? It's system reeling for 2 turns. So let's put her. Yeah, she gets Giant Breaker, and the other one, Karlach gets the one that gives him Bane, and this is the one that sends him reeling. So it's like, I do not understand why I do not have people using proper bows. I mean, good God. She should be able to use a longbow. She's a half-elf. Hi, half-elf. She should be able to use a longbow. Huh. I could have sworn that... No, that gives you Civil Militia, the half-elf part. Okay, well, these two have Alert, and I have on the Vigilance Potion. She's the one that I gave her the Great Weapon Master instead of Alert. Like a dum-dum. Okay. Alright then, I think that we're ready to go try and get to the Myconid colony here. I don't know, I may come up over here, jump over here, because I think there's something over here too. So we might do that real quick. And then we will come back and head down here and head north to the Myconid colony and all that kind of goodness. If I remember right, when I go through like this way over here, we will find us a... Yeah, this is the spider queen's nest or something over here. And then we usually find the guy right in here somewhere. I think we find him going down this way, if I remember right. Because we can go down this. It's like we go down. That's to the tower. I don't want to go to the tower. I don't want to go this way. Well, we might have to go back the other way. Not sure which way we're going to go now. Kind of forcing myself to go this way. Okay, well, we'll deal with it when we get there. Right? So,
My faith will guide me.
next time, the librarian will sally forth to read more books and discover the Underdark just a little bit. I know that there's guys down here to sell to, so that's why I'm trying to get there. If I can get over by the Myconid colony, I'll get one of those little marker things that lets me fast travel, and then I can sell off a bunch of my stuff. We'll have the interactions with all of that stuff and move ourselves forward from there to just get enough experience points out of the Underdark here to get us up to 5th level, and then we can go back upstairs and deal with some goblins, I guess. Oh, we got to go deal with Kaga's thing and some goblins. So, solve Kaga's shenanigans if we can, and then go do all the goblin camp stuff. Then we can come back here and do all of the stuff all the way up through Grim Forge, and then we can go back up and go to the mountain pass. In the temple up there with the Githyanki in it. Or maybe I will just do the goblin stuff and go to the Githyanki temple first. Depends on what level I'm at. So you really want to be 7th level before you go in there, because of the 4th level spells help you survive some of the shenanigans you have to survive. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay? All right, well, I've got a lot of things to do then, huh? Anyway, I stream on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays. Friday is Gale Goes Forth. Modded playthrough where I'm allowed to take more than 4 people, so I'm taking, like, everybody. And able to also modded it with bonus mithril for defeating Grim, the defender of Grimforge. So I have a whole bunch of extra mithril armor and stuff that kind of makes me OP. So I still get people knocked out and close to death because I'm just screwing around and not paying attention. But the party is basically OP. There's nothing really that can stand against them. Except maybe at the very end when you're doing the final battle, it'll still be tough at that point. So that's Fridays. The modding started out because I wanted to take all 6 origin characters. I am playing Gale. I'm trying to romance Karlach. I'm trying to figure out, there's supposed to be a way to get Gale to ascend. And if he does ascend, quote unquote, to godhood, then he can take Karlach with him if he's been romancing her. I don't know if that only works from Karlach romancing him, or if you can do it with him romancing Karlach. I'm trying. I don't know if it's going to work. Then on Saturdays, I'm playing a monk, Norehune, who's a half-drow monk who was a street rat on Baldur's Gate, and he hates Zentarum. And I have taken out the Zentarums, the guys who had the shipment casket thing. And then I took out the people that they told me to go find underneath Joaquin's Rest. And then I found Roa Moonglow in the Goblin Camp. And after doing a little bit of trading, I went ahead and took her and her buddies out too. Then I got to the Underdark, and guess what? Roa is not here in the Underdark. I have no idea what's going to happen when I get to Baldur's Gate, because she was also there in my first playthrough. She just kept showing up in places, Chapter 1 was in the Goblin Camp. Chapter 2 was in Moonrise. Chapter 3 was things involving Minsk and Nine Fingers and all sorts of stuff. And I don't know. I basically cut off the Zentarum from Chapter 1 from reaching Chapter 2, it looks like. So maybe there'll be some other Zentarum screwing around in Chapter 3. But I don't know. I have done something to change the narrative to them not being there. So that's very interesting. And then there's this one on Sundays, which was a fan pick for me to do this. It was a fan pick for me to do Saturdays. The monk with his half drow monk was the half drow part was mine backstory, but it was a monk with the drunken master subclass, and that's what I'm doing. Here it's a human that's going to go for jack of all trades and have level 1 of everything, and see how this all works out. It seems like I have level 1 spells, but because of, I guess levels are based on total level of your character, so I can like cast a level 2 spell because I am a 4th level guy. For some reason, I can cast it at a strength of a level 2, which means I can take things like my level 1 wizard magic missile and cast it as a level 2. I can't cast a level 2 spell, but I can cast level 1s as a level 2. So that's an interesting little twist to take forward with it, so I can actually get my level 1 spells somewhat powered up to help me do things. Okay? So we're just going to have to see how this all works out. And we'll be back next week. Today was, the stream seemed to go okay, so I'm happy. Yesterday we didn't. And I just finished clearing Act 1 Underdark, only finding Balin quest left. Haha, Outdoors Fishing Dream. The Grim is such a hard fight. It's my first playthrough. Yeah, it is a hard fight for your first playthrough. It took me 2 or 3 tries to figure out the Grim thing. Once you figure it out, it's not so hard. It's just a matter of positioning. And as far as Balin goes, I will give you a hint for your Balin things, Outdoors Fishing Dream. This is a hint for anybody who's trying to do the Balin thing. Think of Mage Hand. That's all I'm going to say. Think about how you could use Mage Hand in that situation. Because when you see the situation that Balin's in, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm one to kind of, I like to do both the Underdark and the Githyanki Crash, because I really, really like the Light of Lathander. So I tend to do a little bit of the Underdark here when I'm around 4th level. This little part here is pretty okay for 4th levels, and it gets you enough experience between the Spectator and the Bullet, and there's some Drugar in a village that you can probably take out, and a few other things that kind of come up that you can deal with, like maybe rescuing Balin and dealing with the hook horse. By the time you get done with all that, you become 5th level, and then it's fairly easy to take care of the Goblin Camp. So I go back and take care of the Goblin Camp. This time I'm seriously thinking about coming into the Goblin Camp from the back door first. And just kind of sneaking up on them from behind. And taking them all out from that perspective. Rather than going through the front door in the party. Might be an interesting thing, although I really don't want to risk this playthrough by doing something stupid, so. But I think that's what we'll do. We'll do something different with this one. Because I'm thinking if I can get in before Saza even gets there and be coming from the inside out, when I go see Saza, I don't know what would happen because she doesn't have anywhere to go because it's already done. Be an interesting conundrum for her. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to try to save Minthara on this run. I might just take the easy way out and knock her off and move forward from that. I don't know. I can't come up with a good reason that the Librarian would spare one of the leaders of the Goblin camp. Unless I spared all of them. And I won't do that. I won't be able to do that because of the way Priestess Gut works. So, there is that problem. So, I don't know. I have to come up with a reason to spare Minthara, so you guys got to give me a story beat. Alright? Leave me comments. Anyway, there will be some more episodic content coming out. I'm going to try and put together at least a few videos for Xenonauts 2, because their current milestone is getting a little close to what the final product's probably going to start to look like, so I'd like to get some coverage out for all of you. And I've got a few other things that I need to kind of get some things out, and I got to come up with a poll for next year, 2026. Kind of, what do you guys want me to do next? Kind of thing, where you want me to head on the channel. Right now, I'm doing 3 Baldur's Gate 3 playthroughs, and I really think I probably need to suspend 1 or 2 of these and do some other stuff for you guys, rather than watching me go through Baldur's Gate 3 like at 3 different stages. Because I'm really not showing you anything, super cool or anything. I'm just showing you another way to play through it. So I'm not sure that it's really worth it for your time here. Maybe I should be spending it doing something else. And if that's the case, I'd like to know what else you'd like to see me do. So I also have a Discord server called Dren608 Plays. It is specifically for that kind of thing. What do you want me to do? What I think I'm going to do. You can leave me notes in there if you don't want to spoil things like on YouTube comments and stuff. You can go in there and just drop me notes saying, hey, dude, you missed this book in this room or something. And then I can go back and get the book for the Librarian. Because I am trying to read all the books. I may not be able to take all the books back with me. I am trying to read all the books. Which reminds me, we should do this so I don't forget. These go back to camp so that I don't accidentally try to sell them or try to read them again. What is this book? Oh, the Ancient Selunte General. I didn't read that one. Oh, sorry, guys. You got it. I was doing the outro and I didn't read this. I tell you what, I will read this one at the beginning of next week. Does this work? Yes, it does. I will read this at the beginning of next week. Next session, I will read that book because I didn't read it when I read the others. We'll read that one, and then we'll go on our merry way in the Underdark, okay? All right. I think that's it for the day. Thanks all for coming for the ride. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Outdoors Fishing Dream, for the comment, or for the chat message. All of those others of you that have joined in the past, if you would, just drop me a hi in the chat so I can say hi back, because unfortunately my chat's not here, so I can't see it like when people show up. It's to my right, so I'm always turning my head like, is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? And if I see something on the script, I'll be able to, stop and go, oh, who sent me something? Which is what I did just recently. I looked at it and went, oh, wait, Outdoors Fishing Dream, it just sent me something, and I should respond to it. So, appreciate it if you can leave me a note in chat just so I can say hi back, okay? All right. Well, anyway, I'm Dren608. Until we meet again, stay safe, and bye-bye.